Guys, I'm on day 3 back at the property. I think today I'm going to focus a little bit more on that area where I found those bottles in the glass, just to see what I can find. So we'll see what we get. We'll continue going through, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I'll bring you back when I find something. Thanks. My first signal here, my first hole, was a 43. So I dug down, I found this. Okay, and then I got another hit. That's promising, guys. That's a mason jar lid, part of one. So I'm going to hit this hole a little bit more just to see what I can find. I'll bring you back. Working this hole, and I found this. Looks like part of a fence. So I'm gonna put that in the bucket here. But look at this, guys. Nice roundage. Looks like I got myself a nice mason jar lid. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Still whole. That's beautiful. Into the pouch that one goes. Alright, I'll bring you back. I was digging in that garbage pit hole. Found a bunch of just clay pots and stuff like that. A bunch of scrap metal. Right here, I was getting ready to leave because it's starting to rain. My detector's getting wet. I'm soaked. So, got this. This is going to take me a minute to dig out here, guys, but looks like I got something nice and big here. I can't see how far it goes one way to the next, but that's a big piece of metal of some sort. So I'm going to work on this and get it out, and I'll bring you back when I get it. It's right here. It's going side by side, all the way through. And the whole way back there, and goes over here. There's an old file. It's an old-fashioned file, guys. I'll see if I can get that cleaned up. That's pretty neat. Alright. Catch you on the next. So I got this file out of the hole. Swung again. Got another signal. First I dug this up. Looks like a big old bolt. But then I hit this. That looks like an old wrench, guys. Crusted over like there's no tomorrow. A couple old tools. Oh, let's get that out of there. That. Says something's right there. I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I'm out day 3 at this 1920s home. I got a bunch of stuff. There's my bucket of stuff. I got a 45 down in this hole. Thought it was a spoon, I pulled it out. I think it's a brooch, guys. Look at the fancy on that. And those stones. I'll clean it up and get a better picture of it later. When you do dig holes and you're doing it in somebody's yard or a park, keep the holes filled. Fill them back as best you can. Help the metal detecting community stay out of trouble and stop getting denied because the holes in the ground being left open. Look, you can barely tell besides the mud that was here. Once the rain is through, it'll wash all the mud away. They'll never know I was at that spot. Finished up at this house for day 3. I will be back again. There's still lots to detect back here, so I definitely will be back. Most of my finds today were old tools, scrap metal, mason jar lid, which I think was my best, some strange piece of glass, which I'll show you guys. The best find, I guess, was that brooch. I'm guessing it's a brooch. I gotta clean it up and see, so I will get a wrap-up video of all this findings there, and we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys again. Finished up the hunt today earlier, so I came in, I cleaned off a lot of the stuff, so I'm going to show it to you here. So let's take a look. So I guess the old file looks like an old wrench. Don't know what this is. It's caked with mud. It's heavy. It's like square nail, bunch of other nails. Different shades of glass, different shapes. Glass, little piece of pottery here. mason jar lid. There's the screw top. Here's the actual white insert. And it says genuine Boyd cap for mason jars. And it looks like it's in number 55. Again, all the scrap. Little screw here. Foil, Minwax, some bolts, just some miscellaneous stuff. Pottery, like a planter, so that's all trash. Bolt. My two interesting finds is this vial here. Don't know what it is. Could be an old, having a suction cup. It's glass. It's a very interesting find. But here was my last find. And it is a brooch. It's an old brooch. Don't know how old, but it does have the pin still. Bent up the top here. I did test the gems. The gems are not real. It's costume jewelry. But cool. I'm going to try and find out how old that is. And that's it. That was the finds for day 3. I will be going back tomorrow for day 4. See what else we can find. Talk to you again.